Next tonight, Cabinet Secretaries who were to answer questions on the floor of Parliament starting tomorrow will not, after President Uhuru Kenyatta's Chief of Staff, Joseph Kinyua, wrote to the Clerk of the National Assembly, Justin Bunde, notifying him of the change in position. In the letter, Kinyua explained that the decision was reached following concerns raised by the Attorney General, the Commission for the Implementation of the Constitution, and the Legal Affairs Office at the Presidency. Consequently, Cabinet Secretaries will await further direction at the conclusion of the deliberations. Patrick Amimo reports.
For the first time under the new constitution, Cabinet Secretaries were to appear on the floor of the House Tuesday morning to answer questions from members of Parliament. The Clerk of the National Assembly had already forwarded questions MPs wanted answered by Cabinet Secretaries. Indeed, Leader of Majority had confirmed that Cabinet Secretaries Charity Ngilu, Joseph Ole Lenku and Jacob Kaimenyi were to appear Tuesday. However, the President's Chief of Staff Joseph Kinyua threw spanners in the works. In a letter to the Clerk of the National Assembly, President Uhuru Kenyatta ordered Cabinet Secretaries to ignore summons to appear in the National Assembly pending consultation on the legality of the summons. The move to summon Cabinet Secretaries to the National Assembly had attracted strong opposition from both the Committee on Implementation of the Constitution, CIC, and the Law Society of Kenya. The two institutions argued grilling Cabinet Secretaries on the floor of the House went against the spirit of separation of power. Kenya now operates under a presidential system where the Cabinet is picked from outside Parliament. CIC had even issued a veiled threat of going to court should MPs go ahead and summon Cabinet Secretaries. Late last month, both Speaker and Leader of Majority in the National Assembly insisted the move to summon Cabinet Secretaries was not illegal after the House amended standing orders to allow for the establishment of the new Committee on General Oversight.
In no way are we interfering with the constitutional provisions of the separations of powers. The separation of powers between the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive under a presidential system of government is still there.
The Deputy Speaker and I will be very firm to ensure utmost decorum.
Initially, chairmen of various committees answered questions on behalf of Cabinet Secretaries through a special committee meeting held every Tuesday. But MPs complained chairmen lacked competence to respond to technical issues. Other MPs argued having chairmen answer questions on behalf of Cabinet Secretaries was violating the principle of separation of powers between Parliament and the Executive. Patrick Amimo, KTN.